Okay, this video is going to be about carving a wood spirit nose. I got a piece of cottonwood here and I'm going to draw on just a simple nose. We're going to show you how you can quick power carve a nose just with a few tools. This is for Todd B, who had asked me this question and asked me to cover just power carving a nose on a wood spirit. So I'm just going to draw a simple little nose. We're not going to make this too hard of a video, and then maybe I'll just give you some tips and finish a little wood spirit while I'm at it. So I'm using a klitzleber. This is the flame bit. Put it in the Dremel, and we're just going to run a line straight across, little brow line there. And this will dig in real good with the cottonwood, and then we'll smooth it up later with the ball. Now come down on the sides, follow the lines of the nose that you drew. And when you get down to the bottom where it flares out, you're just going to make a little hook like that. And do it on the other side. Okay, and then you can come right underneath it and take the rest out. And then we'll smooth all that out around it, right? You do want to angle it towards the outside. So if you watch my hands the way I angle the bit, right? Take out from under the eyes here. We're just going to dig that nose out now by going around the lines that we cut, right? Come up to the bottom of the nose on the bottom. And remove that wood around the nose, a little at a time. You don't have to dig real hard because this is really going to... My dog is in every video. He comes outside and he barks. Sorry about that. But what I'm doing over here to the side is, when you do a wood spirit, you want to make sure you get those divots on the sides of the eyes all the way in the corners there. There is actually a divot in the side of the face there, and it makes your eyes come out a lot better. And you can, when you look at it from the side, it looks good. Okay, but we're still digging out because we're gonna get that nose to stand out. So make sure you go nice and light. Don't overdo it. We're just shaping it all with the same burr. And again, this is the Klitzel flame burr. It's an 1/8 inch shank, goes right in the Dremel. You can get it in a bigger size. You can get it in 1/4 inch shank and use it in the die grinder too. They have big ones. But it works pretty good to just rough out a piece of cottonwood with. Hope you're seeing the process there, Todd. It's really not much. It's more what you do with the shape afterwards. See how I'm slowly just shaping one nostril and the other nostril? Okay, it doesn't take a lot. Now we're going to switch to a ball. All right. Now this right here is just a regular Dremel steel ball. And what it does is it really helps smooth up the cottonwood. And I'm just, again, shaping the nose. I try to get above that line where the nostril is going to be, you know, the sides of the nose here. And I take that down a little bit more than I do the bottom of the nose, right there. Okay. I try to make that a little bit lower than right here on the bottom. Now I'm punching nostrils in just a little bit, getting the shape for them. It's very simple to just get a decent looking nose without doing too much work. Now with cottonwood, I like to rough them out like this, and then I'll get my hand tools and really dig them in, and that's what really makes them pop in a good wood spirit. But this right here is going to work fine for you if you're just trying to get a nose. You know, you just dig it out with a bigger bit, smooth it up, and keep shaping it as you go. As long as you got a rounded bit here, you can get your nostril set in pretty good. Make sure that it blends to the side of the face. It should come off the nose and right into the side of the face. Now you see how it's really defined here? The secret to that was I just got another bit. After I smoothed it up a little with the ball, I went and I got the cone bit. Okay. And all I did was I dug it in the side here, and I went around both sides just like that. Now the nice thing about the cone shape bit is the way you can angle right into the side of the face with it. You know, if you just kind of put it up here and you rub it like that and you keep digging in, it'll make the nose kind of blend right into the face there, and then at the end you can form your hook. All right, and it's got that little point on it. Go under the nostrils, dig them out a little bit more too. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how quick you can make a nose with just some power tools. Again, here we go with the ball. And what I'm going to do here, since I already made the nose, might as well dig out a little bit of an eye socket here and keep going, and I'll just do a quick little wood spirit, I guess, since I got the tape rolling. All right, and I just like to make the eye sockets pretty deep here, and I'll use a ball for that. If I'm using power all on cottonwood. I do tend to like to go to my hand tools after I use power tools, but you can carve the whole thing with just power, and I guess I'll give you an example of that in this video here. I like to blend everything in with the steel ball. It kind of gives it a burnished look. It takes a little bit of wood off at a time if you're not digging really hard. Kind of smooths everything up. And I think I'll just come up to the top here. Kind of make that transition up into the head too. Remember, this is supposed to be an excuse me, supposed to be a nose video. But the nose finished pretty quick. I mean, I'm not doing much more with the nose. All right, so that's all I did there was smooth everything over with the ball. Let's put some eye details on it while I'm here. I'm just trying to give you an idea that you could use, the cone bit. I mean, there's many bits you can use that are better, actually. You could use the cone bit. You could use the flame burr that we just used to rough out the nose. And you could rough out the whole wood spirit with that. Or you could get to this point, and then maybe what I'll do here is I'll get the cone bit and show you. I could do the eyes, I could do detail, I could do all the beard hair. I mean, and just go nuts just with the cone bit. Okay, sorry, I'm holding the GoPro here in one hand and carving with the other at the moment, because I have no idea what I did with my GoPro holder at the time. So right here again is the cone bit. I'm just kind of going around the lines I just drew for the eyes. And I'll try to use this cone bit in one hand and just pretty much go around the whole carving and make a real quick carving. This isn't going to be so much of a teaching video, but you get to see what I'm doing and the tools that I am using. And this again is the cone bit. And I'll just make two quick little eyes here, and we'll fast forward through the video, and I'll make a nice little wood spirit real fast since he's already on the bench. And that's all this is a cone bit, and I could do the whole wood spirit with this if I wanted to. Now that I have him smoothed up and my nose in, I could start defining things, start doing the smile lines. Now watch what happens if I just use this cone bit and just keep going. This is what I end up with, okay? Now, all I did was use the cone bit, like I said, and I dug these in. Now I can sand these out. I can do other tools and make them really nice, okay? After I get to this point, what I really like to do is, this is another klitzleber. This is to make some crevices in the beard, okay? And then I'll run my V-tool through it and finish my wood carving and sand everything down or whatever. But instead of just running a V-tool through like I've seen so many people do, I like to make crevices first with a ball bit. Now this is the klitzel ball, and it's a lot more coarse than just a regular Dremel ball. Okay, but a Dremel ball will work too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the whole beard and shape the rest of the carving with this. And then when I want to refine them at the end, I'll maybe get a knife, or I'll do my hand tools, I'll run some V-tool marks right through these grooves after I smooth them down. But you can see with power, you can get a pretty neat finish. I mean, it was all shiny from that steel ball after I just did him with the comb bit. I ran over him with the steel ball a little bit, and he shined right up and smoothed right up. So this will be a nice little wood spirit that's a quickie, but it'll give you an idea of some techniques that you guys might be able to really use, and hopefully it'll help you out. It always makes a difference knowing what tools do what. So we'll be explaining a lot of that stuff as we go in more of these wood spirit videos, which I guess I'm going to be doing a lot more wood spirits because they seem to be very popular on this channel. It used to be nothing but wood spirits, and I started doing a lot of chainsaw work, but it seems like it doesn't matter how cool I make a chainsaw carving, the wood spirit videos tend to really do well, much better than the chainsaw videos. So I guess we'll start doing more faces and more tips on how to better your wood spirits. You always go back to your first love too. I did so many of these things when I first started carving. I mean, it was nothing but years and years and years of making wood spirits with my knife. And then I grabbed some power and learned how to do them with power, like this guy here. And you can get completely different looks, which is neat. And speed is always a plus. Of course, I really hate the dust. I mean, definitely wear a mask. You're carving cotton, wood bark, any kind of bark. But I carved walnut the one time, black walnut, and didn't have a mask on. And oh my, that was brutal. But they do make a lot of dust. So give your lungs a break and wear a mask. Use a dust collector if you can carve over top of one of them. That helps. But look at the effect that ball has just running it through the mustache. I mean, you could just use that as your mustache hair. I like to run a V-tool in afterwards, but just that would be sufficient, though, for a lot of people. Right here, I'm going to shape the cheeks a little bit. Still just using the ball. Really like to get a lot of different depths and flows going when I do a carving like this. You know, if the mustache runs into the beard and everything flows, it looks nice, you know. If you got undercut cheeks and they hang over the mustache, a lot of times that's a cool look, you know. Sometimes the cheeks getting sucked in underneath the mustache looks really cool. So experiment, play with different bits, play with different tools, you know. Add some hand tools and put some V-cuts in there with a V-tool after you use your power bits. You know, sand it down, leave certain parts rough. Go behind the carving and around the sides to really get a good effect when you're doing hair, especially. Okay, those are just little tips that I found really helped me out, and I started doing through the years. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do, though, is start practicing a lot more wood spirits, maybe do another walking stick with hand tools too. So that's it. That's how easy it is to carve a wood spirit nose with power and cottonwood bark. Todd, that was for you. Hope you enjoyed it. And you see how easy it is to just get a quick little easy nose in. And hopefully you picked up another couple tips along the way. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.